Hi, in this video today we're going to try and fix this CoolBaby. It's a little Nintendo Entertainment System clone and it doesn't display anything, so let me just show you that now.
Right, here it is, and you can see the power light is coming on, so when I turn it off and on, the switch is working. It looks like it's getting power, but it's not displaying anything. And I don't think it's anything to do with the port at the back, as in the power port, because when I give it a gentle wiggle up and down, the light's not flickering or anything like that. So in here, I'm sure there's going to be one of those blob chips, a glob top chip. I'm going to say that I don't think this one's actually going to be fixable, because I don't think there's going to be much going on the inside. But let's take it apart and see what's happening. Right, for some strange reason, I'm really looking forward to this one here. So clearly I've never worked on something like this before, but I'm just going to use basic fault finding techniques to see if we can narrow something down. So first things first, is this outputting 5 volts? Probably, but let's make sure it actually is. So I've got a little USB tester here. 5 volts, so I can see there that it is outputting 5 volts. Let's see if it's drawing anything. So let's get here and plug it into here and turn it on. Interesting, it's not drawing anything. Surely it should be drawing something. Does it say what it is? 5 volts, 200 milliamp hours, or M-H, I presume it's supposed to be milliamp hours. But yet the light's on, but I suppose that's not enough to register anything. Let's do a reset. Yeah, so nothing happens when I reset. Oh, it went up to 0.02 for a second. Right, let's take it apart and see. I don't think that's correct. I presume there's going to be screws underneath these little feet. Yes, there is. I'll be quite interested to get this working, because one of the games, it actually says Pac-Land. So I'd quite like to see that, because I used to love Pac-Land. But I have played it on the, I think it was the NES, I think, on the Virtual Console. And yeah, I want the arcade version. Right, okay, we have a board just loose in here. Okay, so this must be to do with the power and the controller, and this is going to be the actual thing that has all the games and everything on. So, what's going on? Can we follow the power anywhere? Well, we know power is getting to the button up here because it's lighting up. So it says AV, ground, and VDD. So let's just plug power in and let's just see if we've got 5 volts on these outer 2 pins here. So whether it's off or on at the front, we should still have 5 volts. Ground, VDD. Yeah, 5.3 volts, so that's all good. So that's going to come up to here. 5.3. And I presume it's going to come to here, is it? 4.7. Turn it on. Then it brings it to here, 5.3, so it jumps to 5.3 again. 1 second now. Oh no, that is 5.3 there. So when you turn it on, does it go to here? Let's have a look. Yes, 5.3. So it must travel down this one here. Then it starts going to the controller. Let's take a close look. Let's kill the power. Let's take a closer look at this board here, see if we can see anything obvious. So I unscrewed the boards from the case so I can have a close visual inspection, and when I do that, the blue board, the soldering is absolutely awful. There's just snots of solder everywhere on the thing. But as I start scraping it all away, none of it's actually shortening between the pins, so I don't actually think this is causing a problem, although it looks horrible. So I scrape all the snots away, and then I add some flux, and then I have to resolder all these bits here by hand, just making them look a little bit nicer. And then I can continue on with my visual inspection. So I'm just having a close look at each of the boards to see if I can find any burnt components, or any corrosion, or any solder bridges, or something like that. Right, that's okay. Let's have a look at this board here. all soldered. Not brilliant, but they're all soldered. Right, let's have a close look at this side of the board. Some of them do look quite dry. Can you see these have like solder in the holes, but these ones don't. Little crystal. Is that even on there? I don't think that's on there. Listen. Could that be the fault? Because look, if I was to go onto, let's scrape here. Yeah, so if I go here and the pad, you can hear it, but look. Oh, it's not on there, is it? It's not on that resistor. That resistor has missed it. I'm going to get the microscope because I want to see that. It looks like it should be on, but continuity is not there. Right, here it is, all zoomed in. Let's go on to continuity again. And there, you can hear my leads. Here, yeah, but look, not here, yeah. So I'm just going to measure this resistor. Let me go to ohms. Okay, well if I measure the resistor, I think, so small. I'm not touching the leads. Everyone keeps having a go at me for touching the leads. I'm not touching the leads. It's half a mega ohm, so 473,000 ohms, I think that is. But if I go to here, can you see it's not? But that resistor's tiny anyway. I wonder if that resistor's blown. But if I go between here and here, you can see we have a full short, 1 ohm. That's not connected. And if I go to here, we should also have 1 ohm. We haven't. Right, okay, well, because it's a resistor, if it was a capacitor, probably wouldn't really matter, but because it's a resistor, it means the path isn't going through. Now, where is that path going through? Is it going through to this crystal? So it goes from here to here, yeah, and from here to, brilliant, it's the crystal. So it's not oscillating because the crystal can't go through here going on. I mean, but yeah, it can go through here, but obviously this is there for a reason. I think I'm just going to solder that back into place. Flux on that, and we're going to use hot air on this one. Let's try to do it under the microscope. But this isn't going to take long. My hot air is set to 400 degrees Celsius and 150 out of a possible 200. I don't want to burn everything up. Let's just get that into place. Come on. There we go. And I'm just going to get the soldering iron and tap one side of it just to make sure there's enough solder there. I'm just going to give it a clean up.
I'm just cleaning it with 99.9% isopropyl alcohol.
Right, okay, let's get the meter now and see, is it measuring half an ohm from the bit I scraped away to the other side of the resistor? Or let's go all the way to the, let's go all the way to here. Then we know the path's going right the way through. So from here to the scrape, please be half an ohm. Half a mega ohm, I mean. There you go. 0.42, so you can see that's definitely different than it was earlier. Right, I'm going to put it back together. I don't know whether that has fixed it or not, but it's certainly not correct, and now that's being rectified.
So I'm going to put it all back together and then we'll test it on a little TV. Let's see if anything happens now.
Should we see if it's drawing anything now? Let's do that. Let's see if it's drawing anything. So let's just use this here. Right, ready? Yes. There you go, can you see? It wasn't doing that before. I think it's going to be working now. I actually think it's going to be working. Right, here we go. I've got it connected up, ready to turn on. Let's see. The lid's still not on. Let's see what you're going to do. Oh, hold on. There's no red light. How bizarre. Oh, there we go. Oh, yes! Unbelievable. 501. So it was just, I didn't have that fully in the back there. No way.
So now we just need to find Pac-Land and we can finish up the video.
And start. Oh, yes, it's the one, but it's the NES version, isn't it? Which is fair enough. Ah, wow.
So there we have it, one CoolBaby NES clone working again, and it was just faulty from manufacturer. The pick and place machine must have just put the resistor on ever so slightly crooked and one side didn't solder. I love faults like that because you don't even have to spend any money and it's lovely hunting them down. If you enjoyed this video, give it a massive thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching.